Do you suffer from sleep debt? Welcome to the Better Life Show. I'm your host, Betty Williams. Think about all the things you've done in your life. You may not realize that what you've spent the most time doing is sleeping. Today, we'll be talking about just how important this seemingly unproductive activity is for us. I'd like to introduce today's guest, Dr. Louis Zimmerman. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here, Betty.
Dr. Zimmerman, we all think we know what sleep is, the time when we are unconscious, resting, and dreaming. However, most of us don't realize just how important sleep is. Could you tell us more about it?
Sure. Although it may seem like you're not doing anything while you sleep, your brain is actually working hard. Researchers think that it reviews, sorts, and stores the knowledge you gained during the day. Therefore, not getting enough sleep makes it harder for your brain to process and remember information. It also affects your academic abilities by reducing your productivity and concentration. In addition, too little sleep can have very bad effects on your mental health. It can cause moodiness, depression, and even eating problems.
I have a kind of funny question. What happens if you don't sleep for a long time?
Actually, I have the perfect example for you. Once, an American high school student managed to stay awake for 264 hours, breaking the previous record of 260 hours. But he had some disturbing psychological problems along the way. He saw things that didn't exist by the fourth day and developed short-term memory problems.
Wow! For 264 hours? That sounds bad. What about the other side of the situation? How much sleep is enough?
There's no magic number of hours that a person should sleep. For one thing, it depends on your age. On average, babies spend about twice as much time sleeping as adults. This means that there was a time when you slept as many as 18 hours a day. However, as a teenager or adult, you only require about 8 or 9 hours of sleep, and some people need as little as 7 hours. How long you should sleep is also affected by your sleep debt. That is, the amount of sleep you lose due to such things as work, stress, and sickness. This means that if you lose sleep working late during the week, you should make up for the time you lost by sleeping longer on the weekend.
So here's something to tell your parents if they complain that you're wasting the day sleeping in until the afternoon on Saturday. Just say that you're paying off your sleep debt from studying hard all week.
Yes, sometimes it's perfectly okay to sleep in. Another thing to remember is that it's not just about how long you sleep, but also how well. Getting a good night's sleep requires being as undisturbed as possible. The things that keep you from getting quality sleep are called sleep thieves.
How interesting! What are some common sleep thieves?
Light is one of the most common ones. Since it is natural for us to be awake when it's light outside, night lights can confuse our body. Keeping the lights on in your room or not turning off the TV or computer can prevent you from falling into a deep sleep. Watching movies or playing video games for too long during the day may also keep you from getting a good night's sleep. Doing these kinds of activities before going to bed can stimulate your brain too much, making it more difficult to rest. Lastly, you should make sure to turn off your cell phone before you go to sleep. Receiving calls or text messages at night is a sure way to disturb your sleep. There is no doubt that we all need enough sound sleep. I hope my advice will help you pay off your sleep debt.
We thank you for your great advice. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I wish all our viewers a good night's sleep.